What it is, folks, it's your homeboy First back again with another episode of the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something. So make sure y'all watch all segments of Put It On Something. Okay. Jack State University bounced back from their disappointing loss against FAMU with a victory over hated rival Southern by the score of 27-14. Okay. And since that's the case, as we like to do here, I think that it is only correct that we strike up the mother fucking band. Let's go. See, there was some out there that were predicting that I wouldn't be striking up the band for quite some time now. Yeah, last week I couldn't strike it up. Okay. But that was a minor setback for a major comeback. Okay. And as I said, Jackson State University bounced back and got a victory over hated rival Southern. Okay. See, this shit hit different. Now, I hope y'all watch the content that I put out. Like everything, goddamn. You gotta watch everything. But I put out something about HBCU rivalries, okay? Because I was watching the so-called new improved Undisputed with Skip Bayless and all these cast of characters. And they were talking about Colorado versus Nebraska. You know, the game was upcoming, and they were talking about how Richard Sherman in particular. Richard Sherman was speaking on the guys that came from Jack State. And basically, long story short, he was basically saying that a rivalry game there was gonna hit different, okay, because of how many students were on campus, okay. And my point about that was, hey, okay, cool. They got way more kids on campus. I totally understand that, okay. But my point was, it ain't the size, it's the soul, okay. See, per capita, per person, the amount of vitriol in the Jackson State versus Southern rivalry dwarfs Colorado and Nebraska. I've seen some shit online when it comes to this rivalry right here. I've seen some shit. I put out a couple of polls, okay? I just wanted to see, what the people, talking about. Again, I got a degree in psychology, okay? And people don't look at it like that, but it is a science, okay? So I like to look at data, you feel me? So I put out a couple of polls, just to see what both fan bases thought about a couple of their rivalries, okay? So I put up, like, which is the more heated rivalry? Jackson State Alcorn or Jackson State Southern? Overwhelming majority of people chose Jackson State Southern, even though Alcorn is in state and we see these motherfuckers right around here and everything like that. you see it. It's right there in your face all the time. Motherfuckers hate Southern. I did the same thing for Southern. I said, which is the more heated rivalry? Southern versus Grambling or Southern versus Jackson State? Overwhelming majority once again chose Southern versus Jackson State. So this shit here hit different. It hit different. Okay, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've been at one of these games, Jack State Southern, in the vet as a child. Okay, and sitting in a spot in the vet where you can kind of hear from both fan bases. Okay, and just seeing the vitriol spewed back and forth between folks, especially if they didn't had a little drink. Okay, they had a little drink. Okay, the shit talk is crazy. So per capita, Richard Sherman, I think you are incorrect. Okay, and I think many would agree. And I think because of the level of hatred in this rivalry, that's why so many Jacksonians are happy about the win. But let's take a look at the realest rundown, okay? Let's look at some of the highlights of the game, some of the key points of the game, I should say, okay? And again, shout out to the realest ones who watched the game with me today, okay? Give them hell hardy. You know what I'm talking about? Miss Gina, shout out to Miss Gina. Shout out to Antonio. What up, dog? You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm talking about? But let's get into it. In the first quarter, Southern got the ball first. Okay. We forced a 3 and out. Defense did look good for the most part today. Okay. Other than third and long. We're going to talk more about that. Third and long. We could get them in third and long, but we struggle getting off the damn field, okay? But I'm getting ahead of myself, okay? It just hit me. It just did something to me right then because during the game, I really just wanted to tell you, but I was fire hot about that shit, okay? But to start off the game, we forced a 3 and out, okay? We almost had a fumble, scoop, and score, okay? But turned out not to be, all right? On our possession, we were forced to punt. Pressure caused an inaccurate throw to Mr. Stevens on third down, okay? Southern ended up being forced to punt. They actually converted on the 4th and 1, though, in their own territory on this drive, okay? So a lot of these coaches are getting big balls now, okay, and trying things. We saw that on Thursday Night Football in the NFL when Dan Campbell of the Detroit Lions chose to go for a fake punt in his own territory against Kansas City Chiefs. It paid off for him, though, okay? But a lot of coaches are, that's new. It ain't like it used to be, y'all. All right, it's more video game. Like, motherfuckers are going for it, okay? I do want to point out they had us beat on a deep ball on this drive, but they overthrew it. I am concerned about how we keep letting some of these guys get behind us. We cannot have that happen next week versus Texas State, based on what I've seen from watching the highlights of their first 2 games. I'll talk more about that in my quick preview of that game, okay? But at any rate, all right, we got the ball back and we were forced to punt. Our drive was hurt by a holding penalty, okay? Holding penalties are drive killers. Drive killers, okay? So we gotta avoid those, okay? When Southern got the ball back, this is when they got that bomb on us, okay? And I want to say it was Mr. Wiggins who fell on the one-on-one coverage. I was trying to let the young King make it and say that maybe his feet got tangled up with the receiver. But King Harder, one of the realest ones, he told me I gotta keep it real. And it looked like the young King just got worked out on that one, okay? But it happens. You out there on that island, okay? You out there on that island, it's tough to cover. Very tough to cover. I know there was a big viral moment with I think Richard Sherman once again saying that it's harder to play DB or particularly corner than it is to play wide receiver. And Keyshawn Johnson and Michael Irvin also on the show. Hell, they damn near walked off the set. In today's era, I kind of agree with Richard Sherman because it ain't like back in the gap where you can just knock a motherfucker head off anymore across the middle. Can't do that. Back in their day, I mean, that's what cut Michael Irvin's career short. But today, when you can't do that, and you got the illegal contact and you got all this shit, man, it's easy never to play receiver. But to play cornerback, and you're on the island by yourself, and these motherfuckers got all these releases, you can't touch them, and it's tough. It's tough, and we got beat. We got beat on that one. Okay, we got beat on that one. I like the fact though that we answered right back. Okay, we ended up scoring on a touchdown run by Mr. Moultrie. Okay, and like I said, that was a great answer. Good physical running by Mr. Moultrie. Good physical running. We had two backs in this game. Mr. Mulligan, y'all know I've told you, give Mr. Mulligan the damn ball. Okay, and I might have to say the same about Mr. Moultrie because they ran physically. Okay, in this game. Also on this drive though, we had some great runs by JB. And JB got the goddamn knee brace on out there and every goddamn thing. Okay. So JB ain't out there moving around like Zy McDonald or anything like that. But he had some decent runs. Okay, including the zone read. All right, now he might be lumbering a little bit. He look like he's running like me, and I'm 38 years old, about to be 39 in October, and I got a jumper's knee like a motherfucker. I used to be able to fly, y'all. You be able to fly, but I got jumper's knee like a motherfucker in both knees. Okay, so I got knee braces that when I had to exercise, I had to put them things on. So he looks like a 39-year-old out there running. Looks like a 39-year-old former hooper out there running. But it was effective. It was effective. So I'll take it. Okay. On Southern's next possession, they were forced to punt. We were aided by a sack on a bad snap on this drive. I think they ended up having to switch their center. Seemed like I think that was their center that got rolled up on. I'm not sure about that. One of their offensive linemen got rolled up on. I hope that King is all right because it looked like his ankle got fucked up. Hope that young man is fine. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm sending one up right now. All right, send one up for that young man because we don't want nothing to be wrong with these young men and women. Anybody at the institution, we just want to beat y'all at during the game. At the end of the day, it's still, God damn it. So send one up for that young man. Make sure y'all and anybody who got nicked up in this game. All right, but yeah, whoever. The guy that came in, or maybe they had a lineman move over the center, whatever the case was. It was a poor snap, led to a sack that really stalled their drive. Okay. For us, though, we ended up getting a touchdown pass to Rico Powers. Okay. And he had me turned up in this bitch. Okay. Rico had an incredible run after the catch. Okay. And Mr. Spencer, Isaiah Spencer, he aided that run after catch with a very nice block. Okay, he had to do too much. Okay, sometimes blocking just get in the damn way. Okay, don't do too much. Don't get no penalty that's gonna fuck up an explosive play. Okay, just get in the way. Okay, and he did that. And Mr. Powers did the rest. I'm telling you, Rico Powers had me in this bitch turned. I appreciate you, young king. Okay. Southern ended up driving on us. Okay, they ended up driving on us, but we ended up getting a pick in the end zone. And I think for redemption, I think that was Mr. Wiggins that ended up getting that pick. I may be wrong. Okay, I had to double check. Okay. But I'm sure y'all know, okay. Y'all were watching the motherfucking game. Y'all know what's happening. We got a pick in the end zone, and then we needed that pick. Okay. Unfortunately, we couldn't take advantage of that, and we end up We ended up, being forced to punt. And Southern ended up missing a field goal, okay, from pretty deep. So that led us into halftime. Uh, Unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch the Boom or Southern really get down. I was watching on ESPN Plus. Uh, they didn't show it. I'm gonna keep saying this shit. I just gotta keep working to get the influence I need. You know what I'm talking about? Keep working, keep pounding the pavement, keep doing what I'm doing. Everything is working. But somebody gotta fucking listen. If you're gonna cover HBCU sports, you gotta show the motherfucking halftime show. You gotta show the bands. Damn it. Somebody at ESPN get the fucking memo. You can run all them ads throughout the game. During halftime, you need to see the goddamn bands. Especially here in Mississippi. Hell, I saw 50 Tate Reeves political ads. Why in the fuck would Tate Reeves even want to be advertised during a Jack State Southern game? We don't fuck with you. We don't fuck with you, sir. Okay? Let me say that right now. We do not fuck with you. But I digress. Moving on to the third quarter. Okay? Mr. Mulligan turned me up. Okay? With a touchdown run. All right, on this drive, we converted on the 4th and 2. We did that on the quick pass on the rollout. Jay Walker, was saying his stuff. It's hard to take his analysis because he's like, okay, he is a quarterback, so he's saying that JB might have been a little late on the throw, but can you really take his analysis seriously when he always hating on us? It's hard to tell. All right, but at any rate, we got the first down. JB also gained a first down on a QB draw. I'm telling you, the young man got that knee brace on, and he's lumbering out there, but goddamn it, he was effective. Okay. And Mr. Mulligan on his touchdown run had great blocking, and I love how he runs with force. He trying to get somewhere, and he got somewhere on this run. Okay, for a touchdown. Southern ended up being forced to punt. Oh, we chewed up a lot of clock too on that. I like that. I like that. Let's chew up the fucking clock. Possession. Let's keep the ball. They can't score if they ain't got the damn ball unless we fuck up like with a pick six or a scoop score or something like that. All right, so as long as we protect the ball and we're still matriculating the ball down the field, I'm fine with it. Okay, I don't give a damn if it's through the air. I actually prefer on the ground. Fewer bad things happen when you can dominate the ground. Okay, but at any rate, when Southern got it back, they were forced to punt. When we got it back, we were forced to punt. A hole put us behind the sticks on this. I did make a note though that Mr. Mulligan did pick up a nice first down through the air with some yards after catch. Okay, so he's showing his versatility. He can catch out the backfield as well as run hard for us. Okay, fourth quarter though. Southern ended up getting the touchdown run. Okay, we missed a pick. We missed an interception on this drive. When I was watching the game with the realest ones, I called it. I said, okay, we got to get a pick right here. They dropped back the pass. They threw it up. I said, there go the pick right there. And I be damned, the ball came. The ball dropped right there because he just put it up for grabs. Okay, Southern's quarterback just put it up for grabs. And I said, there it is. Right there. All right. And we reached up for it, went through our hand. When you don't take advantage of shit like that, bad things tend to happen. So they end up scoring a touchdown. But on this same drive, that same shot I'm telling you about before, they converted on a 3rd and long. Okay. They converted on a 3rd and long. And like one of the realest ones said, I want to say that was Antonio. All right. And he was spot on when he said it, okay? And I want to show you what he said so I can quote the king correctly, okay? I'm going to show you exactly what the king said right here by sharing it, okay? And he motherfucking right. Hold on, let me get this banner down for y'all. Y'all see what he said? Antonio Lauderdale, 901. Shout out to the king once more, okay? He said, damn, How do we keep letting these folks get behind our zone on 3rd and 4th and long? Antonio, as I told you before, I don't fucking know. But I need answers. Okay? In film study tomorrow, I need answers. Okay? They need to dissect this tape and figure out what the hell is going on. Because we cannot continue to do that. Okay. You get the 3rd and 11, and we were having 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 13, 4th and something. And then letting motherfuckers pick up shit. I'm like, what we doing? What are we doing? We can't do that. We can't do that. But we went on to have an amazing answer. Okay. A reverse sweep to Mr. Hunt. Mr. Hunt broke a tackle and then turned on the Jets. That boy can run. That boy got some wheels on him. We need to figure out a way to take advantage of that. Because once he got on down, he was gone. You feel me? So that was good play design. But that was also a player making a goddamn play. Because he did break that tackle. Okay. So it could have been a solid defensive play for Southern if they just, wrap up successfully. Okay, but when he broke that tackle, it was chunking the deuces. Okay, so shout out to Mr. Hunt. He answered back and he had me turned up in this motherfucker too. Them two kings, Rico Powell and Mr. Hunt, they had me lit up in here. Shout out to them kings. Okay. Now, let me jump down to something. Okay. Let me jump down to something. I know y'all saw it. We turned the ball over on downs at the 1. They reviewed it and said the runner's knee was down. Now this was after they had called it a touchdown. First of all, let's handle this. I felt like if we got right there and we knew we were going to go for it, I felt like we should have run it twice. Again, Mr. Mulligan and Mr. Moultrie, they've been running physically. Okay. Of course, offensive linemen like to run block more than pass block. Okay. Let's say we can goddamn give it to them, one of them boys or combination of two times and get the yards we need to get goddamn get the score. Instead, what we did that roll out and tried to hit 7. Tried to hit 7 McGee, I think, over there. And ball was late and could have been picked off. That's what we did on 3rd down, and then we came back and ran it on 4th, and he got in. Let's just keep it a buck too. He got in. His knee was down, like his knee didn't cross the goal line, but it's about the fucking ball. It's about the ball. So when his knee was down, the ball had broken the plane. That's all the ball got to do is break the plane. The ball ain't just necessarily even got to get across the goal line. You got to touch that motherfucker. It had done that. And there was no evidence on the tape that said otherwise. But that's why we need. I looked it up to make sure I knew where the SWAC offices are. They're in Birmingham, based on what I saw online. We might need to pay these motherfuckers a visit. Because these replay officials are motherfucker now. They fucked us last week in South Carolina State. Like, how are you getting shit wrong when you can go look at the tape? How? These motherfuckers that be reviewing the tape, they must be kin to them folks that let them cops who beat Rodney King walk. because they had it on tape. It was on tape what they did to Rodney King, and they let them boys walk. These replay officials must be kidding them. Because how are you missing shit when it's on tape? And again, I am not one of those ones who simply complain about refs. I'm not like that. I was a coach. You tell my guys, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. Prepare to play against 8. The 5 players on the court and the 3 refs. And we're going to beat them all. You can't control them. Quit bitching about them. You can control them fucking turnovers. You can control bad shots. So basically control what you can control. So I'm not one of those ones. But goddamn, this ain't Mississippi high school basketball. This college football. This is D1 college football, contrary to what so many motherfuckers be saying, keep calling FCS D2. It's D1 college football. You're looking at the tape. If there is not definitive proof, the call is supposed to stand. So I'm sick of that now. But they took that from us. Okay. Now, another option is we could have taken the points in terms of kicking the field goal. Now, based on us missing the field goal later on, which I'm going to get to that momentarily, you may say, well, maybe Coach TC didn't think we were going to make the field goal, short field goal there. I don't know. Whatever the case is, we need to fix that. Okay, we need to fix that. But anyhow, Southern got the ball back, and then they end up throwing a pick. Young man did a great job getting one foot in. That young King, you want to make sure you're putting great tape together. You know, it's already hard for y'all try to get a look in the NFL. So if you can get both feet in there, okay. But he got one foot down. It was a pick. They called it incomplete at first. Thank goodness they reviewed it this time and they got it right. But I had told the realest ones, if they fucked that one up, we need to meet up in Birmingham, Alabama, and see about these folks. Okay. But they got it right. And we couldn't do nothing with it. We ended up missing the field goal. Now, one queen, she said that Prime need to send Mata back to her because he ain't doing nothing with him out there. Now, Mata got out there a little bit last week, but goddamn it, they just had that feeler boy out there this week. So Alejandro, I don't think you went out there to ride the bench, young blood. I should have stayed put. Either that or young King they call G baby. Shit, he gonna have to tighten up. And we hope he will. Hopefully it was just nerves or something. Here's a heated rivalry game. Hopefully it gets things back on track. Okay. But that was it. That was basically it, y'all. That was basically the game. 27-14. Heated rivalry game. We were picked to lose this game, just like we were picked to lose the FAMU game when a lot of folks actually in the streets picked us to lose South Carolina State game. We got this done. 2-1 coming out of 3 tough matchups. Got another tough matchup on the way going against Texas State. Okay. But Tiger Nation, enjoy this one and talk your shit. Okay. I just want to see it. I'm gonna be liking and retweeting it. Okay. But shout out to the team. That's how you play. That's how you play. And I need y'all motherfuckers to stay humble and hungry. Yeah, you beat your hated rival. Okay. But you got another game next week. Okay. And Texas State got a quarterback. They got a quarterback. Okay. So you need to stay humble and hungry. Get in the classroom, film study, get in classroom from the academics, of course. But film study, handle your business, and let's come ready to play. Put it on, son.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.